So I really like that Diversity Hellheim. They're starting to really study it up, replacing and trading the show for a Grok. Is this a good call?
I think, honestly, in my opinion, I think picking the Cho instead of the Grok would be a bit of a mistake.
Yeah.
They needed to secure that Grok so they can get early burst damage for Diversity Hellheim, and also the Grok charge. That's going to be super important in the late game as well, especially with the wall.
Yeah.
I'm not very sure about this Cho pick.
That's a really high Terizla priority, though. I'm actually surprised by the Terizla. Usually he's prioritized in the second rotation, but first rotation pick for the Terizla kind of gives, it gives you the insight that, you know what, Diversity Hellheim, they have something else planned, because this is not common. This is not usual.
The rush pick for Terizla is definitely very, very rare for us to see, especially since yesterday. I mean, Terizla was picked at fourth.
Yes,
fourth.
Usually fourth, yeah.
Usually fourth or fifth. Terizla was the last to be prioritized, but at this point, Diversity Hellheim, they chose to go for it right away, and of course they left the quad open, so Geek Fam has to deal with the Blazing Duet.
Yeah, that's a very difficult deal for Geek Fam. Of course, this composition from Diversity Hellheim, it's almost all damage. It's actually so powerful.
Very.
One big penalty zone into a Blazing Duet, that's scary. You can't run away from the Blazing Duet, and that's going to be a big problem as long as if you add in the knockup from the wild charge of this Grok.
I do want to mention that Minotaur is still open, so Geek Fam could probably take that as well. But for the third ban of Geek Fam, they have banned out Selena. And the last ban should be a mage.
It really should be. I feel like the bans here, get that Selena in. That is absolutely fine. Remove a lot of the damage output possibilities and more pickoff. You pick the Selena because of the pickoff potential.
That is a lot of split push potential coming in for Geek Fam. I mean,
Yes.
they have a dodge, they have a carry. Both can just split push everywhere.
They even
and
banned out another mage.
They
Wow,
banned out another
that's confident.
mage. That's 3 mages banned for Diversity Hellheim already. The Kadita, the Lunox, and also the Herod. Oh my goodness. What
Actually,
are they
4.
going for?
Oh my gosh. That's a lot of mage bans, but I think Kagura can still make a big play. Or maybe,
We can't
anything
forget
can happen.
about the
I want to see a
Kagura.
Eudora. I don't know.
We can't forget about the Kagura.
Yeah,
I mean,
never forget about
the
that.
yin-yang overturn of the Kagura just turned around the clash for yesterday. I'm not sure which team it was, but
Yeah.
3 people got melted out in that game.
Cushion! Oh my
is
god, so
also
much damage here for Diversity Hellheim. And I like that. They're putting everything on the table. Like, okay guys, this is what we're gonna do. Pick a target, we're gonna lock him down, charge him down to the wall, burst him down, and we will probably win. However, the Chang'e pick or the Chang'e hover, that's actually very scary.
Matthew's gonna have a fun time watching this game because
He's gonna go nuts.
Chang'e pick. And of course, as I predicted, the Minotaur is gonna be hovered over. I think they will lock this in, and I'm not entirely sure about that Chang'e pick though.
Chang'e pick, it actually does a lot of damage. Like, for example, it's very difficult for the claw to go near you. And the Esmeralda, by the way, no nerfs for this girl yet.
No
Very,
nerfs yet.
very powerful. We have seen them time and time again. Yesterday, Onyx used it, Udil specifically.
Yeah, Udil.
And he was tanking towers, and the HP bar was not being reduced.
Tanking towers one by one, diving in with the Falling Star Moon as well. His Esmeralda was just too crazy to deal with. And of course, Diversity Hellheim, forgetting about that Esmeralda, forgot to pick it, forgot to ban it as well, so they gave it to Geek Fam, truthfully. And now the Lolita is being hovered. They don't have.
I like this.
Are they really gonna go for? Are they really gonna go for another tank? at this
Another
point?
tank, I mean, they will probably lack damage, but I guess they want to rely a lot on the CC for the Lolita here. Very powerful. Look at that. Beautiful graphics. Their heroes right in front of their faces.
That is
just
so
like
cool.
they are spirits, like taking over here and being the heroes themselves here in this
They
game.
are the personification of their characters.
Beautiful
right now.
character design and stage design right there.
Beautiful. Props to the production team. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, we are about to get into the game. Geek Fam on the blue side, the Malaysian representative versus Diversity Hellheim, the Cambodian representative.
This is the first game of MSC play-ins. I hope you guys are ready. Share the stream and make them noises in the chat if wherever you are in the world. This is the international English stream for the MSC 2019.
We've discussed this time and time again that the game is won by the drafting phase. But
Yes.
It's still way too early. It's still way too early to decide. I mean, I have predicted that Geek Fam is going to take this 2-1 or maybe even a 2-0. But what
Yeah.
do you think?
I think this is possible 2-1, but I really want to put my heart as well into the Diversity Helheim comp. Make some noise, guys! It is Geek Fam versus Diversity Helheim, Game 1.
All right, so for Geek Fam, we have Feeks on the carry, Sorn on the Cho, Too Easy for Jeff B on the Minotaur, Dominus on the Esmeralda, and Repo on the Thousand. Right up.
Oh my God!
Come in for Geek Fam. We did not see that on screen, but Geek Fam will take that advantage early on.
Introduction right away. Anyway, we got Diversity Helheim. A boom on Grok Watt on the Terizla Paragon on the Claude Prom on the Gushen and Deviant on the Lolita. Man, they didn't wait for us to finish intro. They wanted to fight right away. The flicker in by Watt tries to close for the steal. Not going to happen today though.
Not going to happen today indeed, and Sorn is dangerously low right now, but Watt is the only one left in this pit right now. He will possibly be taken down in just a few more seconds, and they will be able to take that one. Geek Fam, 2 kills.
Wow. That is not even 1 minute in the game, and they're already going for the kills here. Geek Fam, they're really going nuts, so. And they do not want that early game to go to Diversity Helheim at all.
They're going for broke in at this point. They want blood, they smell blood, they are sharks. Geek Fam are sharks.
They really are, and right now, they want more. However, Diversity Helheim fighting on the bottom side of the map. They got the crab coin. That's actually very good. Deny the crab coin from the carry. It will remove a lot of experience as well as gold. So I think that's a pretty good move. However, they need to keep this up. They need to be the team that strives in the early game as well with that Gushen pick.
And of course, we can't forget about that Claude. If you leave the Claude alone to just farm up, he will be a very big deal in the mid to the late game. The Claude, the burst damage of the Blazing Duet, and also a skirmish might happen in the mid lane, but they won't be able to continue this one. But the proxy at the bottom lane as well. Sorn might actually fall at this point. Incandescent's going to be activated, but no, Sorn will be backing away from this one.
I like the playfulness here of Geek Fam, obviously, and Diversity Helheim. They're just tiptoeing the line. They wanna show, and I think they're gonna give one right now here.
All right, here we go. Repo is gonna converge on Boom right now. Boom is gonna be exploded in just a few seconds. Can he survive this clash? No, he won't. But Repo is gonna be backing away, and Divine is the only one. Deviant, goodbye to you. The killing spree coming in for Esmeralda, and they're gonna go for the turtle.
Wow, that is actually pretty cool. And now Geek Fam, they will have a pretty free take here on the turtle. Pretty cool here. And they're getting all the gold they want right now, but it's going to be still a very, very slim lead. Only 1.4k, but it's looking really big already for Geek Fam.
And mind you, the only objective that Geek Fam has right now is the turtle so far. They're not pushing in. They don't even aim to push in right now. They want to go for more kills. They are out for blood, as I've mentioned just now.
Yeah, Diversity Helheim, they need to be really careful because Geek Fam, they're on the hunt. They're like, that guy who's always hunting in the woods and looking for the deer. Right now, Diversity Helheim looks like the deer. You gotta be careful with those headshots, yo.
The deers are Diversity Helheim.
Yeah, exactly.
The Geek Fam are just the hunters right now. The dive's gonna come in at the top lane. The ulti is gonna be activated. What
penalty
are
zone.
you doing? Oh my goodness, the Tham's gonna be taken down as well. Under
He's surviving!
He survived.
What?
One more hit, and Dominus is gonna take that kill. Right now, the bottom lane though, another clash is gonna happen. Too easy for Jet B. Also gonna be slain by Geek Fam. Diversity Helheim right
They are crazy right now. They're getting all the kills on the map. A one-man hold on the top side and a four-man take on the bottom.
I can't even say that it was an equivalent exchange. I mean, 3 people died in the side of
It
Geek
was
Fam.
not at all.
An
That's
equivalent
true.
exchange. Although they got the tower, just 3 people taken down for Diversity Helheim.
So this is not going to be a one-sided match at all, man.
It's not, it is
Mr.
not.
Kid, Diversity Helheim, they came here with a show and they're showing us that they are not one team to be underestimated.
Of course, even though they didn't do too well at the group stages, Diversity Helheim, they are rather showing up in this game right now, and their Geek Fam is just a bit too flustered, but a potential clash might happen right now. Deviance is gonna come in, the stun is also gonna come in.
penalty zone!
What is happening right now? So Sword is gonna be able to back away. The 3
Oh my
knock
God!
up, 4 people knock up, and now people still haven't died. Esmeralda's gonna take the Rizla down. Boom is gonna be in just a few seconds. Geek so strong. Prom, they're gonna chase Prom right now. Repo on the back line, just hitting one after another.
Oh my
Kill
God!
in for the Toms. And it is a wipeout for Diversity Helheim.
So do you see now what we are talking about? This Esmeralda, just so powerful right now. So I think this Esmeralda really needs to be respected later on, because you can see there's just not much power there for they can't do anything. Right now, Diversity Helheim, they tried to fight, they started the fight, but they're the ones who got demolished.
I will expect rather Diversity Helheim banning this Esmeralda out. The Kadita ban was a bit questionable because they already banned the Herit and the Lunox out. I don't understand why they had to ban Kadita. I mean, more of a threat is Esmeralda.
Yeah, exactly, Esmeralda. I feel like that Esmeralda, he's very silent right now, but he's 6-0 and free.
6-0 Esmeralda.
6-0 and free. Like, what? How did it get that far in 5 minutes in the game already? 9-3. And they want to go for a fight again.
Look at Soren, they want to go for a fight. The Wave of the Dragon is going to be used. No, they won't be able to use that Wave of the Dragon. And also Soren is just looking for people, just trying to hunt them down. Trying to hunt them down.
The hunt is real here for Geek Fam. And of course, right now, Dominus, they want to get something started. But again, Diversity Helheim being very, very careful. I like that.
Diversity Helheim, definitely a defensive play, more on defensive side, because Geek Fam, they're just way too aggressive. They're
way
super
too
aggressive right now.
I like that as well. You know what? Geek Fam, they need to do this. They need to be aggressive because their compositions early game. Right now, Zorn, he's trying to get something done with Boom, but Boom, of course, he is immune to crowd control. And right now, though, they want to go.
Idea right now, Watt is going to be in the middle of an enemy team right now. Boom! Not having any effect whatsoever in his slash right now. Watt is just hitting in the back line. Paragon as well. The basic is going to be activated. The two people knock up. What is going to happen right now? Godlike on the Esmeralda. It is a big turnaround. It's a 2v4. They are turning it around, and now Dominus is the only one left. Divide is going to be taken down as well, and Dominus is going to be finally shut down by the Quad.
Oh my gosh, that took so long, but don't forget, that was almost a 3v5.
That was
at
almost
the bottom lane, Feeks, and too easy for Jet V. We're taking tower without any contention.
Dominus almost wiped the entire enemy team out.
Yes.
That was
almost
scary. That was super scary.
Scary, man.
And now Geek Fam have twice as much as kills compared to Diversity Helheim. And now Diversity, they will be going for the turtle this time, but it will be conversion. It was stolen!
Oh my god, Geek Fam!
Stolen by Geek Fam, and now they're looking for another clash this time. But no Minoan Fury just yet, though.
The flash on the emotes, man, that shows confidence. And I hope that didn't affect DGHH too much. Right now, they want to go for it, though. Zorn is actually a bit behind, but right now they're catching up.
They're catching up indeed, and now Zorn is going to use the Wave of the Dragon, and they're going to be backing away from this one. No burst just yet.
Whoa! Dominus!
As well, the two people knock up. The Minoan Fury is going to be activated, and Esmeralda is just killing people from the back line. They don't have an idea just yet, and the Claude will be chasing down. Who is that? Dominus. Dominus, can you survive this? But you're being chased by two people as well. This shouldn't be a good idea. And also, Zorn is just hunting out for blood. And Feeks, Deviant, goodbye to you, my friend. And Paragon is the only one left. This is going to be another wipeout for Geek Fam. They're looking so strong, Rockhard.
Yeah, Zorn even stood under the tower for like a few seconds just to show off after he resurrected with the immortality there. Again, beautiful power from Geek Fam showing off the muscles. But is this actually a good call? Like, do you want to flex here? Do you want to take this slow? Because while the game is progressing, you know, you're opening yourselves up for an epic comeback.
You know what I think? Geek Fam, they might feel too confident about this. They're playing with their food. They have a lot of potential. They can possibly even take the turrets in their base, but they're not doing that right now. They want to go for more objectives. They want to prolong this game because they know they can win the late game.
Yeah, I feel like Dominus is just so powerful as well. But if you can handle it, yeah, you can handle it in the late game as long as you can like get some of those lifesteal reduction items.
Jeffy is gonna run into Boom right now, but they're not gonna converge on Boom. That is a tank, sir. That is a tank, and David is gonna shield him up.
A beautiful use of the Lolita, and that's their reason. That's the reason why they want to be able to pick the Lolita. But however, it's not really making that big of an impact right now because Geek Fam, a lot of their hits are melee.
I mean, they already had the Grok. It's a very questionable choice to pick the Lolita at this point. They could have just went with another, probably a mage. Or
Yes, exactly.
it's just too unfortunate that they picked the Lolita, and maybe Diversity will explain that in just a few moments. And now Soren is being converged on by the entire roster of Diversity Hellheim. He will be taken down by all of them, but the response, the follow-up, and he still survives the follow-up.
Oh, man!
Too easy for Jeff V. Dominion Fury is going to be activated, and there it is. The triple knock-up Deviant is going to be dead. Bye.
Yeah.
Goodbye to you, and one has to back away as well. He doesn't want to be taken down. There's 2 people left for Diversity Hellheim, and Geek Fam backing away with just 3 kills in their pockets.
Yeah, no better. You can put up that bulwark shield all you want. Our team will have so much power. Block my carry attacks. My team will take you from the side, and there is nothing you can do about it. Right now, Geek Fam, they haven't died in quite a while now, and I feel like they can finish this anytime now. They're waiting for Lord. They have all the minions they want from all the lanes. Will Diversity Hellheim falter here?
Alright, so this could potentially be the final moments of the clash right now. Boom is just trying to zone them out, but he's being converged on right now. Zord is going to be melted down in the back line. Too easy for Jeff V. Not a single Minoan Fury just yet. It's still back and forth. They're still hesitating whether or not to go in. And Zord is taken very low right now. The Lord is still alive though. The base is going to be exposed. They are going to come in, and the melting.
Oh boy!
The triple knockoff for the Minotaur, and now there's 1 people left. Paragon, you are being Paragon. Double kill coming in, and Geek Fam will take game 1.
Paragon indeed. Right now, what a beautiful matchup from Geek Fam. It was not as fast as I thought it would be, but man, they did finish it very cleanly. No epic comebacks today for the meantime.
And Geek Fam definitely confident on how they fought against Diversity Hellheim. They did not falter against that Grok pick. You're picking Grok, we don't care. We're just gonna pick Esmeralda. Esmeralda is such a good response against the entire enemy team for Diversity Hellheim, and they just didn't have any sort of response for the dive in. Look at that MVP, 13.2 KDA.
Beautiful, man. Like,
Beautiful.
how do you get that strong right now? Dominus is just one of those people. That's what I'm talking about, right? You got to get Dominus away from a mage, like a very strong mage. Remove the Esmeralda possibility, remove the Lunox. They did the first step. They removed Lunox already.
Lunox.
But I feel like Dominus is just so strong in any hero, so I guess it's a difficult decision.
They forgot about the fact that Esmeralda is still present in this game, and that's why Kadita, I'm not a very big fan of the Kadita fan.
Yes, exactly.
I have emphasized that time and time
Why
again.
not Esmeralda?
And also,
Right.
they were leaving Soren all alone, as well as Speaks. They left the 2 of them to farm up, and that was another big mistake for Diversity Hellheim.
Diversity Hellheim, man, they got a huge damage composition, but I didn't actually see them use it at much, right? I mean, this damage was there. They just need to put it in place. Like, the Lolita engages that I would have been waiting for didn't actually happen that one.
Yeah. And look
So-
at this, also for Diversity Hellheim, Claude, the most damage done, but it's just not impactful enough.
Not enough, man. Not enough at all. I feel like the Claude needs a lot of time for him to ramp up. I was a bit surprised. I thought Geek Fam was the one who was going to play the late game, but they reached the late game in such a quick time. Let's have a look at the highlights there. Let's see where it all went wrong for the
And this is where it all started. The first blood from the Gujon. Geek Fam so good at capitalizing on the mistakes right now. And I don't understand why Terizda just dove in for that camp. He could have just...
He flickered in.
Yeah,
like he didn't
flickered
care if
in.
he was gonna go down.
Yeah,
I mean, this was a great attempt to try to do something, but otherwise, Diversity Hellheim, the early game it only happened like once or twice with
Yeah.
it. Everything else, look at that beautiful
Oh
Minoan Fury there for too easy.
I mean, what did he think? Flickering into that jungle camp. Did he think he would survive against 3 people?
Exactly, in the oncoming fights, they showed us the residual effects of that initial mistake there. I mean, initially there were so many great tries from Diversity Hellheim, but they were just countered by Dominus. Dominus was like, go ahead, give it your best shot. I will accept it, and I will give you what you came for, which is death. Right now, triple kill for Dominus. He was shut down, but overall, Geek Fam, they got everything they wanted in that exchange.
And not to mention Diversity Hellheim, they had 2 power picks already. They had 2 of the most powerful picks in the meta so far. They had the Grok and they had the Claude. It should have been an easy game for them, but Geek Fam just just too strong with the Esmeralda that he couldn't respond to it perfectly. The falling star moon so on point, and I think the Esmeralda just single-handedly carried that game.
Yeah, I also like that it's really, really powerful decision making here from Geek Fam. That like when they want to go in, when Dominus charges that Crescent Star Moon up, it's really strong. It really is on point, and they don't make mistakes that much, which is a very strong team. It's a marker for a very strong team,
And Geek Fam is just. It was okay. I want to say it. It was one-sided. It was a one-sided
Yeah, that
game
was
one.
one.
It was
I gotta say, I gotta be honest. Geek Fam, I was hoping for a different strat from Diversity Helheim. This was a nice try. This was a nice try at a different thing. Just the wrong flavor,
Yeah.
a bit of a weird flavor up. Almost all damage. Only one setter.
one
The
setter,
Grok,
dude.
I was waiting for a strong wild charge into a wall. 5 men flying in the air.
I didn't even
Did not
see.
happen.
I didn't even see a single wild charge from Grok, and it was just too insane. I only saw the wall being put down and no follow-up whatsoever. It's like deja vu. It happened before.
That did happen before, my friend. Of course, a lot of that I was hoping gonna be fixed. Apparently, we have a few issues from the group stages that are also popping up in here for Diversity High. However, of course, we cannot count them out just yet. We need to watch out for any pocket strats that they have. A lot of the teams that were present here, they have those fallback strategies, those very weird strategies that you only use when it's really, really a desperate situation. I hope Diversity Helheim has that here.
I also want to mention how yesterday Onyx Esports pulled out the Aurora, or was it the Eudora?
Aurora, that's
it was the
Aurora.
Okay,
Yes,
yeah.
Aurora.
I also want to mention how they went for the Aurora pick.
Yeah, Aurora's actually a bit acceptable, but if you go Eudora, you know what? People just go nuts. So everyone on chat's gonna go, ah! Of course, that didn't happen. Maybe it'll happen today. Who knows? Maybe it's a pocket strat. Pocket pick, rather.
I hope we get to see it.
I hope so.
I hope we see it again. And it was from Onyx Esports, of all people.
It was.
Onyx Esports, and they were just completely disrespected Wawa game.
Yeah. If you want to have something like that, you want to do something disrespectful. This time they cannot do that. You can flash an emote there. You can flash a badge.
Yeah.
But absolutely, what you should not do is disrespect the picks.
Yeah.
The picks is very important. They have to really take note of it. Just go ham. Just do whatever you want to do on the picks. Give us a good show. Shape the meta instead of just going with the flow. That's something that you can do, and I think that's something that Diversity Helheim should also give a try.
They should also maybe go for more comfort picks because I think based on their playstyles, they weren't very comfortable with what happened to them. They got the Grok, yeah, they got the Grok. They also got the Claude, but the Lolita though, it was a bit forced.
It was questionable, right?
It was a bit forced, I think.
You could make you could make an argument that the Lolita was kind of forced on them, because of course we removed already the possibility of Kaja. The Minotaur is out. The only picks that you could have for tech was Belleric. Who else, right? Franco?
Belleric or Franco? Franco would have been
Franco would have worked.
Franco
If you want to go for an aggressive composition, go for the Franco. Go for the surprise Franco hooks. Take the fight, make it a 4v5, and then take it from there. But that did not happen. Can we expect this from DGHH?
In the first place, Diversity Helheim team composition in Game 1, it was an all-any type of composition.
It was.
It was a lockdown composition as well. And if they just used the Franco, if they just picked the Franco, it could have been more of a guaranteed type of kills.
Yeah, I want to see these guys be proactive. That's basically it. I want to see the proactivity from Diversity Helheim. Don't just react to what Geek Fam are doing. Make your own moves. Make your own plays. Don't use the Numenal Blast just because, Dominus is diving in. Do it before he does that.
Yeah.
It's a good strat to make of, and I hope they think about it. If ever they pick Lolita again, which could happen, for example, if Lunox gets picked up, if Lunox gets picked up by, Dominus, give it to Lunox, then pick up the Lolita. Possible strategy for these guys.
All they need to do is just completely shut down the Esmeralda, or Dominus at that matter. And now, ladies and gentlemen, you can look at the screens right now. That is, of course, Diversity Helheim discussing their strategies.
Yeah, I think this is the. I think one of these guys are saying, you know what, guys, let's do it. Let's bring out the pocket strikes that we practice at home, and give these guys a good show, right? But you know what? I really hope so. Right now, Geek Fam, they're looking really focused. Of course, Geek Fam's such a powerful team as well, and managed to really flex their muscles in the group stages. And I'm not surprised at all anymore.
All right, so what is it going to be? The win conditions. Let's
Win
talk about some
conditions.
win
Let's talk
conditions.
about win conditions here. Because right now, I'm having a hard time for diversity. Like I said, I want them to go for comfort picks, but make it those weird comfort picks. Picks that have not been studied by your enemies. Picks that have not been picked up on the streams yet. You know what? You could surprise Geek Fam. Just do it, right? Just do it.
We already mentioned at least one win condition. Shut down Dominus. Don't give them the Esmeralda. You can give them the Kadita. It would be less of a problem, but the Esmeralda will be something that it's a force to be reckoned with.
It really would be. I mean, you saw, man, Dominus 1v3. Are you guys kidding me? Add in another one there, so it'll have a hard time. But man, right now, I feel like if you remove the Esmeralda, if you just limit him to the Lunox, it could be a possible win condition as well for Diversity Helheim. And make sure you have a Lunox counter ready.
And for
That's
Diversity Helheim, the win condition
Your
for them
team is
is to
banned.
just go for comfy picks. They
Comfy
should
pick.
just go for the comfortable
Absolutely.
picks and just try not to counter pick.
Your
Counter
team
their
is
play
banned.
style.
Yes, counter the play style and not react too much to Geek Fam. Anyway, we are into game 2. Geek Fam versus Diversity Helheim. 1-0 so far for the Malaysian squad. Malaysians out there on the chat, make some noise, and don't forget Cambodians. Also, shout out your Diversity Helheim team.
All right, so right off the bat, Diversity Helheim not wanting to deal with that Kaja, and of course the Linux, so they ban it out away from Geek Fam.
And Geek Fam, they feel like the Lunox pick, they're not gonna get it all day. Just because of how powerful Dominus can also be. As well as, if you get Lunox, you force the enemy team into something really twanky.
Yeah.
Like like a Lolita or like a Minotaur.
Mind you, the Grok is still open and also the Claude, so please don't give that to Geek Fam. Of all
Please
things,
do not
don't
give the
give
Grok.
that to Geek Fam.
Please, they have such a good setup. Of
Okay,
course,
this is gonna be the Kimmy is gonna be banned. So
I think
the,
he will be, yeah.
so the Grok should still be a priority pick, but they take away the Cho away from Geek Fam, and that is gonna be super important as well because
Yeah.
Zorn was just too strong in the last game. Zorn's way of the dragon usage was brilliant. The knockups were there, and Zorn, that should be a handicap right now. And
Yeah,
now,
it should be. I mean,
but the Grok is gonna be picked for Geek Fam. Oh no!
I mean, it's gonna be a chance for Geek Fam to see if they can counter the show. I mean, they can or use the Grok.
Uh-huh.
Like tell Diversity Helheim, this is how you use a Grok,
Yeah.
right?
So
So
should be sending a message. What?
Oh, there.
Look at this. The priority pick again for this.
Wait, this
Arista.
looks familiar.
This is
This looks very, very familiar.
this is deja vu.
Deja
This is
vu, but
deja
for
vu.
a different side. Geek Fam, are they gonna use a Diversity Helheim composition?
Oh my goodness,
Are they gonna do it?
They want to send a message. It
Oh
doesn't
my
look like
gosh.
their face though. It doesn't look like their face. Of course, the Terista is gonna be used right away. The carry taken away from Geek Fam as well. Diversity Helheim just considering it. Mind you, the Leomord is still open, or the Thom.
Yeah, I mean, the Fams is actually a pretty strong pick as well. Like earlier, you could make a question that maybe Leomord would have done better, but they made it work. And right now, though, Diversity Helheim, they don't want the mirror.
Hayabusa.
No mirror matchup. We don't want that. We're gonna pick up Hayabusa, man.
They are gonna pick Hayabusa indeed. This wasn't in the last game, but Hayabusa, we know. For Diversity Helheim, they have 2 split pushers.
Yes.
It's 2 split pushers already, so Geek Fam's gonna have to deal with that type of pressure. Let's
No.
see what the response is gonna be.
Exactly. I want to see a response here. Don't mirror the Diversity Helheim comp. I think that's what Geek Fam wants to do. They want to mirror them, and they want to make use of their own cup to beat them. But the Selena pick could be something to make that different.
All right, so
Interesting.
Selena is gonna come. Selena is gonna be picked
Selena,
as
man.
well.
Selena.
The stun is gonna
Oh,
it's gonna
man,
be
that's really
guaranteed
power.
kills all over.
If they can place this Selena in the proper position, man, this is gonna be strong. Especially if you stun someone, Like, that gives the Selena, that gives the Terizla rather, a strong target. Instant charge, instant lockdown of the penalty zone.
They ban out the Claude as well. So this is the game plan for Geek Fam, right? As soon as they get the stun in, the Grok has to put down a wall. The Grok has to put down a wall
Yes,
to
yes.
keep the other diversity members out.
I want to see that,
Yeah.
man. Guardian barrier, then 5 of them trying to escape, and then get locked down by penalty zone.
Oh.
I want to see that. Can we wait? I know what this is. If they lock
Please.
this in, I know what this is.
Please. Are you gonna do it?
Please do it. Please. Johnson Mains in the chat. You know you want this to happen.
You want this to happen.
You know you want this. Cheer it. Spam it. Use use Johnson. Come on, Geek Fam. Lock it in.
Are they
Lock
really
it in.
considering it though? I mean, smiles on the faces of Geek Fam right now.
They're gonna do it. They're gonna do it.
Are they gonna do it, Rockhard? Are they?
Oh, come on, do it. Do it, Johnson.
Oh. What is this gonna be? Gotcha.
Whoa. So, the ultimate setup here, man.
Yeah, ultimate setup indeed.
Yeah, and Mobile Legends itself says that, you know, he's a perfect partner to Terizla. Like, use the ultimate drop in and then follow up with Terizla's penalty zone for massive damage.
Now Geek Fam has the type of composition that they want. They want to lock in. This is such a lockdown composition.
It really is.
With the Gatakacha present, I don't know how Diversity Helheim. I bet they didn't even expect this.
They did not need to expect this at all.
That is respectful. They picked the Esmeralda and the Minotaur away from the Geek Fam.
Okay.
It's looking really good for Diversity Helheim because they can just fight without carry or the Hayabusa.
Yeah, they don't need to rely too much on the carry, so they can fight 4v5. If they can do it, you know what? It's gonna do a lot of damage. It's gonna give the carry a lot of time to farm as well.
And of course, Geek Fam is gonna consider that Granger because they lock a lot of damage. I have to admit, they do.
They need a strong damage burst.
And Granger might be that.
Yeah, earlier in the game, Granger doesn't need that many items. He could just spam his spells and already does a lot of physical damage. I think that's going to be very useful as long as the Gado Kasha and the Terizla can lock people down.
But Granger is going to have a hard time with having Diversity Helheim having the carry and the Hayabusa present. So he's going to have a hard time. And also, we have to take into account the Esmeralda, despite the fact that it's not Geek Fam who has the Esmeralda. Esmeralda is still Esmeralda.
Exactly,
so
man. It's still there, you know.
It's still there.
Yeah. So, anyone on the chat right now, cheer for your favorite team. Cambodia's Diversity Helheim, hashtag DHWin. Malaysia's Geek Fam, hashtag GFWin on the chat so we can know who you are supporting. Also, don't forget, share the stream. And of course, let your people know, let your friends know, Mobile Legends Bang Bang Esports action is happening right now in the Smart Araneta Coliseum.
All right, guys, there's still 2 more days, so if you want to come, please do visit us and see your favorite teams and maybe even your favorite casters. But again, we are going to get into the game. Diversity Helheim versus Geek Fam. Geek Fam leading 1-0.
Man, Geek Fam, this is going to be pretty good for them. If they can pull off a 2-0, they can save their energy and then they can just relax and watch a lot faster and they can study their opponents, you know? They don't need to like rest too much because they will, if they finish this fast, this is a huge advantage. And Diversity Helheim, I think they're in the danger of dropping out completely.
The objective here for Geek Fam is to not make this reach the late game because the Hayabusa, again, time and time again, the Hayabusa is going to be a big problem.
It really will be. The Hayabusa, don't forget, a lot of teams, not just Geek Fam, but also Onyx, also prioritizes this. A lot of the teams in the upper bracket has used Hayabusa to its full effect. Let's see if that can happen here as well as we go into Game 2, Diversity Helheim versus Geek Fam.
Of course, Diversity Helheim, we have Boom on the Chill, Watt on the Hayabusa, Paragon on the carry, Deviant on the Minotaur, and King on the Esmeralda.
For Geek Fam, we got...
Hold on though. Deviant's gonna come into 3 people, but they still don't have ultimates. The burst damage coming in from Repo as well. Too easy for Jeff V. He's not gonna deal so much damage, but the wall is gonna be put down as well. The first one is gonna come in for Geek Fam, and they will chase down Boom. Are they gonna dive in for this though? Zorn is gonna take that one out, but they're hesitating whether or not to go in. Boom is just teasing them, but Geek Fam will be satisfied with that one kill.
This is a bit of a callback to what he did Zorner did earlier as well. So right now, Diversity Helheim, they're not giving up too many kills. But look at the goal. It's already almost 1,000 lead.
Almost 1,000
It's
lead.
not even 2 minutes in.
It's not a two.
Oh
it's
my
not even
gosh.
2 minutes in. Yeah, because they got early because it was almost a standard laning phase until they started to invade.
Yeah, the invade was just so powerful. Right now, we want to see what Diversity Helheim is going to do here.
And now the stun is gonna come in on Deviant. The wall is gonna be put down as well. He's bursted down, but he will survive.
Survival is what they need to do. Get that late game into the later parts of the matchup, and then maybe make full use of what the power of their competition can do. But will Geek Fam allow that to happen? Will Geek Fam allow the late game to happen?
Geek Fam has been invading more and more in this game because compared to last game, they're invading the jungle even more, even further, starving Diversity Helheim, and they're not responding to it even quickly than last game. But of course, the turtle is going to be worked on. This could be a potential turtle fight. This is the turtle dance, ladies and gentlemen. Zorn has to back away. He's the only one left. Almost half health already, but they're still going for it. The abyssal arrow is going to be used, but not going to find anyone.
Yeah, bro, this is going to be a 3v3. Look at this. They're taking a lot of time to take down the turtle, and now Diversity Helheim, they're ready to fight. A lockdown in the ultimate.
The lockdown on the ultimate, then boom, is going to be bursted down as well, melted and exploded. Fitting name for boom.
Yeah, that was a huge boom right there. So right now, Diversity Helheim.
Oh, here we go.
They're going to try to go for a steal. It's not going to happen. Turtle will go down for Geek Fam, as well as the sacrificial lamb of Hayabusa.
And Hayabusa not even getting a single hit on that turtle. He tried to steal it away, but Diversity Helheim failing to get that.
That was so sad at the same time. I was hoping that was a comeback for Diversity Helheim. They were full HP, but they didn't want to fight. They were hesitating too much.
They were hesitating too much indeed. They wanted that lead, but they couldn't get anything out of it. And now Zorn is going to be chased down, but will be backing away safely. He is a tank. Don't focus him. All right, and too easy for Jeff B. He's going to go into the bottom lane right now. He's going to be melted down by Feeks, and he will be backing away as well. Too easy for Jeff B. He's going to be chased down by Deviant. But
Feeks sacrificing
has no
himself.
idea, sacrificing himself. But the enemy turret is going to be destroyed as well. Look at this burst damage. Can he take one down? No, he won't. And Watt is going to be able to back away.
Finally, a kill for Diversity Helheim on the board. 2,000, make that 3,000 ahead for Geek Fam. It's very difficult, but you know what? They just need to get the carry going to protect Watt and the carry, and they should be fine.
And Watt, Feeks sacrificed himself so they can get that early tower lead, but the Minoan Fury was activated but finds no one though. Zorn is going to be converged on by 4 people, but will he be able to back away? The flicker is used as well. Does he have any more escapes? The Grok charge is going to come in, and the follow from the Geek Fam, and this should be a turnaround for Geek Fam. They should not have chased the tank, and here we go. Dominus is going to dive in, gets himself a kill, and the only one left for Diversity is Hayabusa, and Geek Fam, just superior coordination there.
4 kills and then an invade and then a tower. Man, they are taking everything from Diversity Helheim right now.
They are going for broke, and Geek Fam just looks so dominating right now. And Hayabusa, they're gonna go for a 1v1.
Ripple.
He has to
He
back
just
away.
stood with it. He just
Ripple.
stood there.
He doesn't
took
care.
It.
He doesn't
took
care.
it like a man, you know?
Look at that level gap. Look at that level gap right now. And now they're shutting down
Oh my
Hayabusa.
God.
The burst damage is gonna come in, and Feeks will take him down. The solo, no, not solo. He gets that kill.
He gets that kill. Man, it was so good to watch. It's weird. You brought up the level discrepancy. Level 5 Hayabusa gets a level 7 Terizla. It's usually the other way around.
What can you do? I mean,
Right?
Hayabusa's the
Wow.
1v1 king, but just
Oh my gosh.
they're really shutting down the Hayabusa, and that's perfectly good for Geek Fam. And also in return, they're gonna get that turtle as well. So very, very good objective control from Geek Fam. And Repo is gonna be a nuisance for Diversity Helheim in this pit, but they will be backing away because they don't want to force more clashes.
Yeah, Rippo showing that this is how you wield a hammer to Diversity Helheim right now. King on Esmeralda doesn't even do that much damage yet. He's also just level 5.
Yeah.
Oh my
He's
god, the
still-
level discrepancy is just so huge.
Most of Geek Fam, they're level 8, level 7, and look at Hayabusa. He's not given a break right now, and the killing spree off screen for Zorn. It's just too strong for Geek Fam right now.
It really is.
It's looking
my
one-sided. It's looking one-sided.
Let's see if Diversity Hellheim can do something about this. Dominus tries to go in. Devia with Domino and Fury, and Zorn, you must have a
And
plan
here we go. They must have a plan. The wall is going to be put down as well. Davian is the only one left. They are blocked out from the wall. Good placement from Zorn.
To the window, to the wall!
To the window,
and there he
to
goes
wall.
now. Greek Fam, they're in between towers. They don't mind. They're gonna play here, and they're gonna force Diversity to stay inside the base.
They are playing with their foot at this point, and Diversity Hellheim look a bit too flustered. Comparing them to Geek Fam, it's just too strong. Carry is just pushing up a top lane as well.
Yeah, I mean, they know how, right? They know their win condition. They need a strong carry. They need a strong Esmeralda. But that's just happening right now.
But here we go. Divine's going to be converged on as well. Going to be melted. No Minon Fury for you, sir. And now the wall is going to be put down as well. Boom is blocked away. But here we go. Look at this. The killing spree for the Selena. And they should run away from that one. No more forcing. No more greed. But it looks like they're going to go for Watt. He's the only one left. But no, they choose not to.
Perfect Guardian barrier there. Blocks out any forms of escape from King. And now the Esmeralda just died without even needing crowd control, man.
Yeah.
It was just pure damage. That wall was perfect.
I hate to admit, even though the Esmeralda was present, Esmeralda's not making too much of an impact. He's 0-3 right now, especially the Hayabusa. The Hayabusa's job should be split pushing, but he's doing the exact opposite. And now Boom is going to be exploded as well. The Ranger, and now look at this. The Esmeralda not making an impact in another clash, but Paragon should be Paragon as well with that burst damage coming in from the Granger. But they choose the tower instead.
Way too strong of an opening here. Diversity Hellhound, they don't know a way out. They're having a hard time like finding any target. Just one target. Look at the kill score. It's 115.
It's still 115. I mean, who has that one kill? I'm still curious to see who has that one kill.
I think that was for, there you go, the Granger on the bottom for the sacrifice for the tower.
Sacrifice for the tower. Yeah, that was it.
The flash. The emotes to the face before he goes down, boy.
That's 4 members of Geek Fam. That is 4 members of Geek Fam trying to shut down that Hayabusa, and they're doing it so perfectly well.
It's so good. I like it.
It's so good. This is the best response I've seen from any other team shutting down Hayabusa, because ever since we saw Hayabusa in the group stages, I mean, he was just causing havoc. He was wreaking havoc.
He was. A lot of the teams in the group stages, whenever it comes to Hayabusa, he's always 4 levels ahead of the enemy. Right now, he is below. And that's a bad sign.
It's level 9 compared to level 12, level 10. And look at this. Too easy for Jeff B. He's going to spot them out, and Diversity can't even do a single thing to him. Gato Kacha is a force to be reckoned with. Such a big wall to deal with. Look at this.
He has to walk around
it. That is complete.
Sword is absolute god here on the Grok.
Abyssal Arrow is going to find someone, but no. If that Abyssal Arrow landed on someone, it could have been a sure death. But here we go. The Grok charge is going to come in. Also, the Abyssal Arrow. 2 people get knocked up, but it's going to be cancelled as well. No one has died just yet. But they will be safe and will run away.
A lot of the power.
Oh, look at this. And they should be dead.
Into the carry. He disappears.
I spoke too soon. The carry got caught with the Abyssal Arrow. Look at this. Another one left. They are converging on a tower now, forcing a clash. 3 people get knocked up, but they're not melting anyone just yet. The Minon Fury is going to be activated, but no follow-up whatsoever. And Diversity Hellheim had to back away.
Diversity Hellheim now. They're against the ropes. There is very little they can do to defend right now. And now King, he's trying to find a way in. He's trying to see if it's going to be worth it to dive, but it's going to be way too late. Inhibitor tower for bottom lane of Diversity Hellheim goes down.
At this point, Esmeralda can't even do a 1v3, Rockhart.
That's right.
Esmeralda can't even do a 1v3. Have you ever seen an over-shielded Esmeralda? I've never seen a single shield for Esmeralda.
No shields for today. I mean, it's already very difficult to stand nearby the Geek Fam squad. Like, how are you gonna Stardust dance if you can't even come near them?
I know.
Right. How are you gonna get that cooldown reduction for your Frost Moon shield?
And Selena, I honestly think Selena is such a good response for Esmeralda. If Esmeralda just goes in for the falling star moon, he can just get stunned.
Yeah.
Goodbye to you. You will be locked down. And the Lord, of course, is going to be called to the bottom lane where the base is most exposed.
I think right now, Diversity Helheim, they're trying to like look for a good opening, and they don't want to go in without it being a sure kill. And if they don't go in, they don't try, they're not gonna get anything from Geek Fam the way they're playing.
And here we go. A potential clash might happen right now. Boom is going to be in the entire enemy team. He's going to use the way of the dragon. The two people knocked up in own fury. But no, not a single follow-up just yet. And here we go. The blue health bars are disappearing. This should be it. And Geek Fam should be able to push this one down. There's 3 people left for Diversity Helheim. And it looks like, ladies and gentlemen, this should be a 2-0. The carry kills. The carry is going to be caught. The Esmeralda tries to go in, but he will be melted down. And ladies and gentlemen, Geek Fam will take it against Diversity Helheim 2-0.
Beautiful performance there from Geek Fam. They are going to be the ones to proceed further into the brackets. Diversity Helheim, they will be the first ones to drop.
Oh my goodness. And Diversity Helheim, I think they're going to be going home.
I think they will be. I think that's it.
That
Lower
is
bracket,
it.
you lose once, you're out. And it's going to be a 2-0 victory for Geek Fam. Malaysians in the chat, make some noise. Congratulate your team. They are showing up really strongly in the MSC.
Diversity Helheim, they showed a lot of strength, but not enough to beat Geek Fam, and they will be going home, ladies and gentlemen. Geek Fam will proceed to fight whoever wins against Burmese Ghouls versus Evo's Esports SG.
Man, Diversity Helheim, it was a very tough match for them to win, to be honest, because of the power of the Geek Fam composition. It just goes way beyond just pure micromanagement. It becomes to strategy. It goes to, I feel like they have so many picks that they were trying to disrespect completely the Diversity Helheim squad by copying their first picks and then making it work in such a spectacular fashion.
Making it work their way. It's just,
Geek Fam way.
I want to emphasize how well they shut down the Hayabusa and the Esmeralda. I mean, Hayabusa did not make any sort of impact, didn't even get a single kill. And Hayabusa, for all we know, he is the 1v1 king, didn't even get to assassinate a single person, not even Feeks. Feeks is probably the easiest one to kill out of all Geek Fam.
He died once.
But he only died once, and it was because of a tower.
And it was because he wanted to. He wanted to die. Because he wanted that tower. He didn't care. And like, he knew everyone was collapsing on him, but he didn't move. He was just there. It was so fun to watch. At the same time, it's what happened right now. Usually when you're a Hayabusa, you have such a strong showing, right? You can take towers fast. You can take minions fast. You can take the jungle fast. But didn't happen for War.
He didn't do a single thing. He did not do a single thing.
It's so sad. Man, I was hoping that this Esmeralda pick was going to be it. But let's have a look again and to see
how it all started. This is how it all started. They went into the jungle right now. The wall blocking the Esmeralda out, not giving any opportunity to dish out any more damage. And of course, the turtle fights. This is where Hayabusa started to fall off, not getting a single kill in this game, and not even getting a chance to get a single tower where he specializes. And also this overextend, they committed to the chase, but they couldn't even get a single thing, and that was just a big mistake. And Geek Fam, the coordination, the teamwork, the response is so quick, their rotations are so fast, and that's super commendable for Geek Fam.
It was very, very beautiful to watch Geek Fam when they do a tower dive like that. Like, they do not die.
They do not
hesitate, and they pull it up so perfectly from afar. Look at Feeks right there on the damage output. And the arrow!
Look at that, look at that arrow. It's just
beautiful.
As soon as you get that hit
look
by
at another
that arrow.
Already locked by a wall, then you have an arrow in your face.
That was what we were talking about, you know? Getting hit by that arrow is also a guaranteed kill, especially when they have the grok to put a wall down.
Hayabusa.
And Hayabusa is just shut down. They were taunting.
Oh my gosh.
Look at this also.
How did you get hit? Like, how did you not dodge that? You were inside the base. I mean, it's just so difficult to predict, I guess, the arrows of this Selena.
And
so,
honestly,
Dominus, man, MVP.
the MVP for this game should be Selena.
Yeah, right
It
there.
should be.
See there? His Esmeralda and his Selena just single-handedly provided so much pressure to Diversity Helheim.
And to remind everyone, this is Dominus with the multi-role. We talked about this earlier.
Multi-role.
We talked about this earlier. Being multi-role, you can play anything that you want, and
Yes.
you won't have a problem with it.
And the enemy won't be able to predict it. It's going to be very difficult to predict, like, who's going to be using this? Who's going to be using that? So that's also another power of Geek Fam that we did say in the beginning of this match, and it did come true. They did not... they were trying to ban out Lunox. 2 bans on Lunox.
It was
still
picks.
so powerful.
They were just flex picks. And again, I cannot emphasize enough how weird that Kadita ban was.
Yeah, that Kadita ban.
It
that
was,
got me by surprise, to be honest.
Caught me too.
I mean, if they just banned Esmeralda there, that could have been
It could have been
a different game.
less
First game was
one-sided.
closer, right?
First game was closer.
Yeah, so I was still hoping to see what Geek
Game
Fam
2.
has to offer, because, man, they're flexing all around.
Game 2 though, it was not close. We have to admit.
It was
Game
not
2, it was
close.
not close.
I don't think they
Selena-
lost a tower there. I don't think they lost a
They
tower.
didn't lose a single tower.
Yes, plus 1 kill to a Granger who like said, "My body is ready. Like take me
Oh
now."
my
Right.
goodness.
So
It was an all-planned
wow.
death. It was an all-planned death just to get that single tower and also the gold advantage. Everything was all planned for Geek Fam. However, for Diversity, they might have had strong picks. They did have the Cho, they did have the Esmeralda,
Yeah.
Hayabusa, and the carry. They're strong picks, but they just didn't make it effective enough. They did
So-
not make it effective. Just
well,
too
that's-
bad.
I gotta say, Geek Fam is beautiful. But let's have a look and see what our hosts have to say about this as well. So guys, take it away.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, we're coming back to you live backstage with champions right here, and especially our beautiful co-host, Fira. How you doing? And we say here in the Philippines, magandang hapon. So you say that, magandang hapon. Can you say that?
Magandang hapon.
Oh, perfect, perfect, magandang hapon. So how do you...
Once a geek, always a fan, and this is Geek Fan.
Geek Fam, so champions right there. You know, so my first question is, how did you just woke up, what was to this tournament right now? It's you guys feel, and what was your going into this game?
Okey, syukur alhamdulillah kepada Allah SWT. Perasaan saya ke sini memang gembira lah. Apabila kita membawa nama Malaysia kan, kita adalah salah satu tim yang terpilih untuk mewakili Malaysia untuk bertanding di MSC. Kita orang sungguh gembira dengan tim FM semua. Strategi yang kita bawa ni adalah strategi yang draft yang konsisten. Kita tak bawa bukan meta lagi, sebab meta akan dibawa jika kita pergi ke semi final ataupun final. Baru kita akan keluarkan meta. Sekarang ni strategi kita orang, kita perlukan draft yang konsisten sebab kita tak tahu opponent kita ni siapa kan. Macam tu.
I understood everything. I understood. I understand. To understand was my finals, Geek Fan. That's it. Is that right? But can
Didn't know who's. So they
keep secret?
want. League 2. So itu apa ni dah predict tak tak yang you confirm menang untuk ni?
Okey, untuk perlawan yang kali ini, kita orang memang, kita bukan overconfident, kita bukan underestimate lawan, tapi kita memang kena pegang pada kita punya, jelah maksudnya kita punya mentality dengan semangat kita, insyaAllah. Kalau betul, kita buat dengan betul, insyaAllah kita boleh buat yang terbaik.
But everything as well. You... And after this, we have from Laos, Wawa Ming, and from Vietnam, Overclockers. right on the next. So stay tuned. Congratulations. Bam.